Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal, and for today's video we're actually going to be starting some cool season veggies and just a couple of seedlings for flowers. Did that even make sense? Anyways, let's go. So I had actually already filmed my veggie seed video, but none of the audio worked. So I felt like it was a little bit easier to just start over with the flowers. It's the same process anyways, and I can show you how my seedlings are doing. Alright, so first thing is first, you're gonna need a seedling tray. I got this one from Home Depot, I believe. I don't think they actually sell them during the season, but you can order them online, either through them or Amazon. They're fairly cheap. I'll leave a link to them below. This is a 72 count tray. It has the cells split in half. It's got the little water tray and your humidity dome. We've got our seeds that we'll be doing today. A garden marker. You can also use a Sharpie. And I have my little garden tags. So for soil mix, you actually want to be using seed starting soil. I don't have it here, but I'll insert a little photo and I'll also put a link for it. You can find that right now at Home Depot or Lowe's or local garden center of yours. For me, I'm going to be using a local soil mix called Sun Grow, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of peat moss, only because the soil will be a little bit lighter this way. I probably should have mentioned this, but if you're using seed starting mix, you don't need to mix peat moss into it. I'm doing that with mine just to help it be a little bit loftier, because I'm using regular potting mix, not seed starting mix. So it's easier to put your soil in a tray. We're gonna put some water in there. We're gonna mix it up like dough. You want to make sure that it has enough water to where it holds its form, but when you squeeze it, there's barely nothing as far as water coming out. It's a little extra moist, but it'll be okay. Now that we've got that, I'm going to fill my tray. I like to take 2 or 3 fingers and tap it in just to fill it a little bit more. So this is what you prevent if you use seed starting mix. You won't have to go through and take out all these extra little pieces, because seed starting mix should not have all that. Okay, now that we have our tray completely filled, we're going to start our seeds. I'm only doing snapdragons right now. I'm doing the Costa Apricot, the Costa Silver, and the Legend Light Pink. These are all very cold tolerant and they can take lower light, so I'm going to be seeding these. I love snapdragons, so I'm gonna go heavy. I'm doing 4 rows of each color, and that's what we're planting. So I'm gonna do my tags and then we'll do our starting. So I love ordering my seeds from Johnny Seeds. They give you so much information on the back. Here it'll tell us kind of when to sow it before last frost, if you're trying to do it in the spring, when to transplant, germination, days and temperature, growing temperatures that they like, the soil requirements, spacing, harvest. And since here it says light is required for germination, we're just going to put them on the top of the soil, lightly press them, and cover them with a little bit of vermiculite, which I actually forgot to include at the beginning of this video, but you don't need vermiculite to help your seedlings get started. So I got my vermiculite, and because they need light to germinate, I'm going to lightly sprinkle the top. I've got some water in this spray bottle. It's a little dirty, but all I'm gonna do is spray the top gently, just to avoid any of the seeds from getting down and not allowing them to germinate properly. Alright, so everything's ready to go. I'm going to take it inside and put it under my grow light, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here's my little mini grow light. It's a Ferry-Morse tabletop grow light, and I'm just using 2 foldable lunch tables, whatever you call these things. This room is currently a mess. It's a multi-purpose room until I'm able to properly get everything situated in here. You don't need a grow light. Before using a grow light, I used to just push up these tables to a very sunny window, and that works extremely well. Just know that your seedlings are going to get a little leggy. They still get a little leggy with this light, so I like to kind of do one of these numbers every few days, back and forth, until I get my full set of grow lights, which I'll actually be doing a DIY of that, so stay tuned. That'll be coming in a couple of weeks or so. I don't want to say anytime too soon, but definitely not more than a month or 2 away from now. Also, I want to mention this humidity dome stays pretty much on. I do let it, kind of air out every now and then. Whenever I water, I just put water in the actual tray. I don't water the top until I've seen germination. Germination meaning that you see a little baby seedling pop up. Once I get one of those in every cell, then I'll start to water from the top. But even then, it's better to just continue to bottom water. So when you do have a seedling up, remove the humidity dome and don't worry about this anymore. So here are these seedlings I had previously started. I did some cabbage, red, salad delight. None of them germinated. Don't know what I did wrong. They're a little bit dry right now. They need a little bit of water, which I'll give them in just a second. I did the Copenhagen cabbage, and they are all doing pretty well. Here's one right here. I need a better grow light, but they're doing the trick for now. I have red Russian kale, and I do have just a couple of those. It's these with the red stem, or purple stem. I have some broccoli. I did get about 4 of those. Oh, which I just broke one, so I guess we'll have 3 of those. That's great. I did some cauliflower, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and Brussels sprouts, and I believe at least 1 in each germinated. I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 10. So that's awesome. So now that they've had their second set of true leaves, I will be starting the process of slowly getting them acclimated to the weather outside. So I'll be putting them outside for a couple hours a day until they're ready to be completely transplanted. Alright you guys, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope it was helpful. Hopefully you can get some of your cool season veggies and flowers started now. Alright, till next time. Bye.